Institute, and then we have the kickoff sessions. Very exciting. And in the second of my series of low rigor quizzes, what are the kickoff sessions? Someone can name them. I know someone can. There's 3 of them. Excellence in student learning. There's 2 more, guys. Orientation around 0. One more. Introduction to online learning. Those are the 3. Okay, great. Those are the 3 kickoff sessions. Now for the sort of like tricky thing is, 2 of those sessions are probably going to be renamed. So glad many of you don't know the names of them. No, so the sessions were revamped, and we want to have names of the sessions that sort of better reflect the content. So just know that there are still 3 sessions. Those are the names right now, but they're going to be renamed, and don't freak out when you see new names for those sessions. But regardless of the names, like, what is the point? Like, why are we doing these sessions? What is the purpose, big picture, of doing these 3 sessions as our kickoff? Yeah. What's your name?
Tani, sorry.
Hey, Tani.
One of the purposes would be for core members to understand the trajectory of development, like what's happening with their skills and over time, at least in round 0, and then sometimes you look a little farther here.
Awesome, great. So what is happening with the trajectory of their development? Like, what are they going to be learning to do over the course of round 0? Great. Leah?
I think helping them make the link between what they knew and what they worked on at Institute in terms of like backwards planning from a daily goal to backwards planning at a course level and backwards planning at a unit level.
Okay, great. Making the connections between what they've learned at Institute and then how they're going to apply that to their own classroom. Other things, like what's the big picture purpose of these kickoff sessions? Yeah? What's your name?
Oh, Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie.
Investment. Get them invested and excited about the online learning and what they're going to be doing and how that's going to help them.
Yeah, I think that investment is definitely a key piece. Yeah, hi.
I think at the heart of it is making sure our students are going to learn new material, which is why we're starting.
So making sure that there's meaning in what is being taught. I think that also is important. The thing that the reason I asked that question is because I think we found last year through these sessions that we had a lot of details around like the knowledge and the skill that they've got to take away from these sessions. And I think the thing that maybe didn't emerge as clearly is like what is the point? What is the purpose of these sessions? And the point and the purpose really is whoa, where are we? Okay. Yes, this is the point and the purpose. I don't know what happened right there. Where we're headed, why it matters, how we're going to get there. If core members walk out of the round 0 kickoff sessions and they're like, here's where I'm headed in round 0, and yeah, I really believe it's important. I know why it's so important that I take this journey, and I have an understanding of like how I'm going to get there. If they walk out with that, that will be a huge success. Now, as you can see, there's knowledge and skills and mindsets associated with those headlines, but I really want to reinforce the headlines so that we are all sort of like grounding ourselves in what success could look like. Because I think it's just super important that core members coming out of these sessions have the I want and I can about round 0. And that's what a lot of these are related to. Ryan, I think it was you mentioned, I don't know, someone mentioned investment. Was it, you know, Bonnie? Someone mentioned investment, and I think that is just super critical. It's like, we want core members to walk out of these sessions believing that what they're going to do in round 0 is important, understanding why it's important, and having an understanding and a path for like, how am I going to actually get there? So don't bury the headline in the kickoff sessions is a key takeaway. Make sure that these headlines emerge and hopefully grounded in these specific knowledge, skills, and mindsets. Seems straightforward, right? Like, gosh, where we're headed, why it matters, how we're going to get there. How could it possibly go wrong? And yet, I'll bet if you think about your specific core member that you are, like take 20 seconds and think, okay, what could go wrong? I'll bet you could come up with like 3 or 4 or 5 different things. We actually came up with 4 different things based on our experience last year that emerged. I'll turn it in for Teach for America. So it's like, yeah, I understand sort of what you guys are asking me to do, and I'll do it, but I'm doing it for you all. Oh, we're going to do courses. These don't matter to me. How are they going to help me? I'm not even placed yet. I mean, what the, and then, I don't know, like, I'm second year. I already did this last year. I know what I'm doing. I don't have to do this again, right? So these are some pretty common pitfalls, and we actually have asked 4 MVPs to speak to their own experience with these pitfalls last year and just sort of share, here's what happened, here's what we learned from it, and here's what we're going to be doing differently as a result. And so I'd ask you all to, again, use that planning document, and as you're listening to your colleagues sort of share their experience, especially for pitfalls that you think are particularly relevant to your region, capture their insights so that you can go back later and adjust your plan to account for these pitfalls. So the first pitfall, I'll turn in for Teach for America. Paisley, I think you're going to